United's tour of Asia begins here in Kuala Lumpur. A crowd of, well, getting on for 100,000 have gathered at the National Stadium. Many have been here for hours and hours, desperate to see United, who last visited here 8 years ago. The first thing to say is this will be a real test of the fitness of the United squad, because Paddy Crone, the heat and the humidity is absolutely intense out there.
I'm glad it's not me that's got to go out and run about down there, but they're used to it, the players. They've been countries before where it's been like this. I think it's good for pre-season training as well to be in heat like this. I mean, if somebody's got a little bit extra weight on, they're certainly going to lose it today, that's for sure.
Well, all of the players are meeting the dignitaries, amongst them Bobby Charlton and David Gill. It's been a bit of a whirlwind 24 hours for United. Only got here yesterday after a 16-hour journey. And then, of course, since then, all of the news has been dominated by the tragic events in Jakarta. The tour has to be rejigged a little bit, because originally United were going to leave for Jakarta immediately after this game and stay there for 4 nights. But instead, they're going to be staying on here in Kuala Lumpur. And I know they're trying to organise another game against a Malaysian side for Monday. But you have to say, Paddy, the fans inside this stadium make an incredible noise. We were here for training last night. There were about 50,000 here then, and the noise was intense. And what's the percentage of United fans in here?
I think there's 99% of them. There's a little corner up there that probably the Malaysian supporters, but do they obviously support the national side, but what would be their team club-wise? Probably United as well. It's just amazing when you come to the Far East, the support for Manchester United. So you can understand now why the club come here, can't you?
Well, it starts at the airport, and then at the scenes at United's hotel right in the city centre here in Kuala Lumpur are remarkable. People almost hold like a vigil outside, just waiting to catch a glimpse of the players.
Well, in the hotel last night, God knows the number of people from different areas around this part of the world, Singapore particularly, Australia, that have came here for the game. I mean, come all the way from Australia, Singapore, to come a 6-hour journey just to see a game. Well, obviously it's United, so you can't blame them for that.
But when you consider this is the Malaysia national team, or at least the under-23 team for the most part, this is their national team, and yet at the national stadium it's full of United fans.
Well, it's not all that often to see United, and I mean, what a turnout. What a turnout. As I said earlier on, you can understand why United do come here for lots of reasons, but the support they're all crazy. Just sitting in the Stretford end at Old Trafford. I think, my God almighty.
Yeah, as ever, even you get mobbed on this tour. It must be crazy.
Yeah, it must be crazy, yeah, but obviously they've got MUTV out here. But it's just fantastic, the support on the other side of the world.
Now, of course, we've already brought you the team news here, but just a reminder that we're going to have to wait to see Michael Owen. He's on the bench today, so Berbatov and Rooney up front, and early chances to impress on the tour for the likes of Gibson and Nani and Anderson, and Johnny Evans is going to partner Rio Ferdinand at centre-back. But as ever in situations like this, you've got to expect plenty of substitutions later on in the game.
Of course it is, but the conditions that it is pre-season training, more or less, so I mean, you expect United to win the game, but still, if they can get a workout out of it, that's the important thing. You need games, because games are totally different from when you're training. I mean, when you go out there playing in a game, somebody's going to try and have a go at you.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly if they think you're a little bit better than them. And obviously, United will be much better than the Malaysian side.
Well, it's a very young Malaysian side. Only 4 members of this squad are actually over 23. So, young side, big day for their players. One of the biggest days of their career.
It is for them. Great playing against Manchester United, and you can bet your life they'll run their socks off, those young lads.
Well, they warmed up for this game by back-to-back victories against Zimbabwe, but with respect to Zimbabwe, playing Manchester United is a little bit different. And I know that the coach of this Malaysian side, K. Rajagopal, was hoping for a lot of support for Malaysia inside this stadium. I think if you have a look around, though, you might be a shade disappointed, because it's all about United fans inside this arena.
He'll be delighted in the aspect of it. It's a game for his young lads playing against the world champions, of course. So it's a challenge for them, and they'll give it their all, young lads.
Sir Alex in relaxed mode. Mike Phelan and Ray Mullerstein alongside him, and there's the Malaysian side getting together in a huddle. I think luckily most of the pitch now, virtually all the pitch, is in shade, but it's not just the sun, it's the humidity.
Oh, it doesn't mean anything being in the shade. It's still very, very warm. We're very fortunate that we're in an air-conditioned little box, which helps.
When we landed yesterday, it was 85% humidity. It's hot just sitting around doing nothing, which we're expert at, but
Well, I spoke to my wife last night, and you'll be pleased to know it's raining in Manchester, but it was like yesterday evening anyway.
So we're all set then. 52 days since Rome, and off we go again. Vast crowd, vast stadium, as United begin their 4th Asia tour of the last decade here in Kuala Lumpur. And Malaysia on the attack from the kickoff, and they win the throw. For many United players, this is going to mark the start of a non-stop year of football, culminating, of course, in the World Cup in South Africa. And they do that an injury after a few seconds of the game.
You don't
Johnny
want,
Evans.
isn't it? You want to go back from here with everybody fit and well.
It's the sort of thing you dread in pre-season, any hint of an injury. And bear in mind, Nemanja Vidic isn't joining up until Munich because he's got a slight knock. Nasty knock for Johnny Evans in the very early stages of the game. Good head by Everett. Lots of oohs and ahs every time there's any sort of attack.
Every time a United player gets the ball.
Absolutely. United came here last time, they won 6-0 as Ferdinand goes up. Heads the ball out, and it's back to Van der Sar. Ben Foster on the bench as well. I'm sure we'll see him later. That was up towards Rooney.
Well, you look at Rooney, he's playing straight up the middle. And Berbatov, the one playing off Rooney.
Well, there's been so much talk about where Wayne Rooney's going to play, and everyone seems to think his best position is directly up front rather than out on the left or out the right, as we've seen him. But no Ronaldo, no Tevez, and Rooney has started off straight down the middle. John O'Shea, who the manager said had his best ever season for United in the last campaign, starting off at right back. Anderson, Ferdinand to Scholes, Anderson, now Berbatov, who we spoke to on MUTV last night. He was looking forward to his second campaign. He was looking forward to getting a full pre-season, because remember, he didn't join until the last moment of the transfer window last season. But I think it'll make a big difference to him to actually have a full pre-season.
Well, more responsibility with the two lads going as well, Tevez and Ronaldo.
Gibson,
Maybe
fresh from signing a 3-year contract.
Players blossoming a little bit more when there's more pressure on them to do well.
Anderson, there's Berbatov. Berbatov again. Berbatov with a dipping effort. Fine save from Mali as the goalkeeper. Dimitar Berbatov with a great strike there, and that's a corner.
Well, it's totally out in the blue. Nobody expected him to hit it. He just miscontrolled it for a second. Good effort, good save. Goalie will be pleased with that. I think this could be a big season for this fellow as well, Stuart. Nani. A lot of people have written him off to a certain degree. I'm not so sure.
Well, of course, he burst sort of onto the scene in the Far East 2 years ago. He takes this corner kick, and it just inches wide.
That was a chance. I think Berbatov took it off Johnny Evans' head. That was a chance.
Well, they have got a big height advantage, United. They almost made it pay there. Johnny Evans looks okay after that knock, although you can see there just breathing a bit deeply. Good skill, this though.
The shot, yeah, it's a good effort from him. It's a little bit brave to step, but he hits it unexpectedly, and sometimes you can take people by surprise, but he didn't take the goalkeeper by surprise.
Just wonder if that took a very slight deflection as well, but that's United's first effort. United again coming forward. Here's Berbatov. Rooney waits in the centre. That's a very fine challenge from Zafwan. Another corner.
Yeah, he had to make the challenge.
Just if you're wondering where Michael Carrick or Darren Fletcher are, they've got slight knocks. I remember Darren Fletcher had an ice pack on his knee at training yesterday. Very slight knocks, nothing to worry about. I'm sure we'll see them later in the tour. They're not on the bench, but nothing too serious. Nani again. Now Ferdinand's come forward. Rooney's waiting. Not the best of corners, but he's going to get a second chance here, Nani. Maybe a slightly better crossing angle towards Rooney at the far post. Marlius underneath it. He does also play for the full Malaysian side rather than this sort of under-23 version we've got today. But he'll feel good about life after making that fine save from Dimitar Berbatov. But you would expect United to see an awful lot of the ball in this game. O'Shea forward. Rooney just slipped a little bit there. Zafwan. And he wins it back. I think goes Scholes with a typical Paul Scholes challenge. Doesn't matter if it's a pre-season friendly or the European Cup final. He'll still fly in, Paul Scholes.
Yeah, but not a good one.
And he tends to play one way, really. Zafwan. Rohidan. And wide to Indra Putra, who at 27 is virtually the old man of the team. Scholes robbed by Rohidan. Wins the free kick, Rohidan.
Cute little foul by Paul. He'd lost the ball.
Maybe a big season for Anderson there as well. He got substituted at half-time, remember, in the Champions League final. This looks a long way out for a shot, you have to say.
Yeah, it's Paul's just a little tug at Rahim.
Zafwan and Indra Putra standing over this. Now this is what, too far out surely for a shot, isn't it?
Ah, he's too far out.
Well, it is Zafwan who takes it all the way along the ground, real grass cutter.
Yeah, long way out, but good effort.
It was a sight to behold when United arrived here last night for training. Thousands of fans inside here, just desperate to catch a glimpse of this United side. And it looks like they're going to get a second chance to see their heroes when United play here again on Monday. Another little effort that was easily dealt with by Van der Sar from Yaya. Now Gibson started this game on the right of midfield. That's out for a United throw. Ferdinand. Now Paul Scholes. Evra. Nani. Wins the throw. Anderson. Scholes. John O'Shea. Gibson. It's not a great ball to Gibson. And Putra won it from him. Now Indra Putra. Patrice Evra does well there, made up a bit of ground. And Van der Sar clears. Good flick on to Rooney by Nani. Tried like that little back heel from Rooney. That's another throw. Nice link-up play there.
Yeah, Rohidan a little bit too cute there for him.
Now here's Rooney. Kind of shanked that a little bit. Azraddin Putra could clear. Out comes Van der Sar. His 5th season, just about to start for United. Ferdinand. Cross to Everett. Now Anderson. Could be a great ball. Gibson. Rooney's calling for it. It's towards Wayne Rooney. Gibson again. Berbatov. Great. Rooney. First goal of United's pre-season tour is scored by Wayne Rooney.
Well, the goalkeeper's trying to claim offside. He's not going to get it. But it was originally the shot from Berbatov that the goalie saved. And it's went straight to Rooney. Made the crowd very happy.
Well, it's taken just 8 minutes. And Wayne Rooney has struck. He got 3 goals in Asia 2 years ago, and he's off the mark straight away.
Well, I think it's Darren Gibson that sends the ball in. It comes back to Darren again. He knocks it in. He miskicks it. Well, the goalie's a good save from the goalkeeper, actually, but straight to Rooney.
Marlius does well here, actually, in goal again. Another decent
save.
save.
It's a good save from Berbatov, but he's claiming for an offside against Rooney. He might have had a case.
O'Shea well forward.
Oh, if he'd have controlled that. Bad ball from Putra.
Zafwan did just about enough. Marlius clears. So United have an early goal. Remember, it's 6-0 last time in 2001 when Van Nistelrooy and Veron made their debuts. Van Nistelrooy got a couple on that day. Andy Cole got a couple. Beckham and Luke Chadwick scored as well. But Wayne Rooney gets United's opening goal of the 2009 Asia Tour. I just get a feeling it won't be the last goal we see from United in this game. Nani. Now Rooney waits in the centre again. There is Wayne Rooney. Rooney, great save. Marlius. Fantastic athleticism from the goalkeeper. United so close to 2-0.
Well, it was good play by Evra and Nani. But he doesn't really connect with it, Rooney. He hits it into the ground. And the goalie makes the save.
close to 2-0.
Well, he's got great spring in his feet, the goalie has to, because he's not the biggest, is he?
Sometimes difficult to keep out those miss-hit efforts. But we're right in line with that, and it's a fine save. But United have the corner. Well, it's towards Ferdinand at the far post. And that is a bit of an air shot
Couldn't
from
resist
Gibson.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of them you can't resist and it can go anywhere. And it did go anywhere.
Well, we've seen him score some screamers in the past, as there's the coach of the Malaysia side, K. Rajagopal, who took over earlier this year when the Malaysia national side lost 5-0 at home to the United Arab Emirates.
This is good play. Good link up. He doesn't catch it properly, Wayne, does he?
Good save, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good save by the goalkeeper.
Busy man, Marius. So 10 minutes gone, United ahead through Wayne Rooney. Now Evra. Anderson. John O'Shea. That's given away and easily cut out by Zamani, the captain of this Malaysia side. Rohidan, one of the two holding central midfielders. Yaya. Across to Mazlizam. I think the problem for this Malaysia side is, have they got enough to really damage United in the final third?
Well, I'm not so sure they have, but at the same time, it'll be warm for them if United keep passing it the way they do, because they'll be doing a lot of running about.
Well, the message from Sir Alex Ferguson before the game was to keep the ball. Keep the ball for United and not do too much running about, because it's so humid out there.
That's a good ball from Johnny Evans.
Gibson. Scholes. Gibson's gone for the return ball, but Scholes tried to pick out Nani. Mazlizam, the right back, cut it out. Anderson. Now Paul Scholes. As ever, just pulling the strings. Berbatov, now Gibson. O'Shea. Scholes to Evra. Berbatov and Rooney wait in the centre, but Nani goes back to Evra. Paul Scholes. Rooney. It was a nice flick actually, but just behind Berbatov.
Yeah.
And away by Adil Zafwan. One of the twins in the side. Zafwan and Zakwan are twins. Luckily one's a centre back and one's a centre forward. And that's in the direction of Zakwan. Out comes Van der Sar. Had to be careful there.
Right in the edge of the box. Expected it to bounce through him, it didn't.
Evans. Oh, you mishit that.
I thought he gets spoiled between which one to pick out. Didn't pick out Emda.
United players haven't had a lot of time to adjust to the time difference, and of course the big difference in conditions as well. It was 7 hours ahead of you here in Kuala Lumpur, and we're probably about 30 degrees ahead of you as well on the weather front.
Oh, he's overhit it, Nani. Just
Final ball there, which is a lot of it. When people criticise Nani, they often say he does everything right apart from the final ball. Needs to get that better.
Well, I think when he was expected to feet there, just overhit it. Well, it's the first game of a new season and it's easy to make mistakes.
All these pre-season games live and exclusive for you on MUTV, all the ones in the Asia Tour, and also on the way back from Asia, Munich, the Audi Cup. And we've got all 4 games live and exclusive for you. United starting against Boca Juniors, the other game AC Milan against Bayern Munich. As Paul Scholes is robbed there. That's a clever little chip by Yaya, dealt with by Van der Sar.
I never got enough on it.
Mind you, it's got to be a hell of a chip to get over Edwin Van der Sar, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't blame him for the effort. It's not difficult for the goalkeeper.
Rooney, determined as ever, robs Indra Putra. Scholes gives it away again. I say that very often. Zakwan now. Zakwan goes for goal. Didn't really get hold of it again, and it just dribbles wide.
No, he's a long way out as well. 2 United defenders in front of him. Why not have a shot?
Zakwan is the younger of the two twins by a few minutes, Zafwan. But they have some great hopes for him in Malaysia. Ferdinand again pumps it forward, looking for Nani. Maslezam manages to get the ball away, and it's the throw. This stadium, this massive national stadium, was built originally for the Commonwealth Games in 1998, but it's in the top 10 of the biggest stadiums in the world. Gibson. He's got O'Shea in support. Sold O'Shea a bit short there, but comes the throw. United, of course, sporting their new kit for the new season with the black V. What do you think of the black V?
Ah, it's quite nice.
A bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'll have to buy a couple of them, won't I?
Surely not a man of your influence, Paddy. Wayne Rooney gives the ball away. Indra Putra. Now Kunalan. Quite a lot of space to work with. Got support from Yaya. They were urging him to shoot here, this massive crowd. Back to Kunalan again. Maslezam to Zakwan. But that's the problem, really. That's going to be the problem for Malaysia. What to do with it in that sort of final third.
Well, United have got 10 players back there. It's very difficult.
Now on the counter-attack, Rooney's looking for Berbatov.
I know he caught that properly, Wayne.
Dealt with by Putra. Rahim. Space opens up for Indra Putra, but the flag is up for offside. Just wonder if that was marginal.
Ah, well, you've seen Rio Ferdinand just getting his back foot to hold the line. I see Rio here stepping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Rio and Johnny Evans stepping out. And you get caught.
Anderson. Evra. Straight out again.
I thought that took a deflection, that.
Well, the linesman on this
John
side.
O'Shea.
The linesman on this side gave that decision. John O'Shea is shrugging it off, shall we say, with a rueful smile. Azharuddin Putra with the throw. Back comes Ferdinand, who, along with Nani and Darren Gibson and Darren Fletcher, took part in a little five-a-side tournament yesterday by the hotel, one of the sort of charity and sponsors visits that a lot of the players do on tours like this. Scholes was looking for Berbatov, but just mishit it really.
He was looking for over the top, Berbatov.
Gets a chance here though. Again, just didn't quite work out.
Well, you expect that at the start of the season, Stuart. The passing's not going to be what you would expect when the start of the season.
Anderson.
Start the real season.
Nice ball with the outside of his boot to Gibson. Dealt with by Zafwan. Great chance here. Oh, so close.
Yeah, great shot. We're at the wrong side of the goal. We don't know how close that was, but he hit it well, Paul.
Well, you expected the net to bulge there from that position. Paul Scholes, he's done it time and time again.
Well, this is the position we're in, and we don't see how far that went past the post. Goalie scrambling anyway.
605 appearances for Paul Scholes, still going strong. 9 Premier League winners' medals.
Incredible, that.
Free kick goes United's way.
Just a little flick at John's heel.
Van der Sar then takes the free kick. Up goes Berbatov. That header's won by Adil Zafwan.
Handball.
Wayne Rooney's goal, separating these two sides. 20 minutes gone. Free kick taken quickly. Oh, Berbatov just couldn't take it in his stride.
Yeah.
Good thinking, quick thinking. They're a little bit flat-footed there, Malaysia side. That's another effort drill over the top from Yaya.
Yeah, under a little bit of pressure from Paul.
Okay, Rajagopal likes it, is encouraging his side. Young, to say for the most part, very young side. The reason he's picked this sort of under-23 team is because later on this year they're going to be playing in the Southeast Asian Games, which is an under-23 competition. So effectively they're practicing for that, which is a big deal here, the Southeast Asia Games. And that's why a lot of the senior players who would normally represent Malaysia not involved. United just haven't quite got their passing radar going yet, as you'd expect, in this very, very early part of pre-season. Maybe just growing in confidence a little bit, the Malaysia side. Indra Prucha just couldn't work the space for the shot. I think he's looked quite dangerous on that left side of the front three. Berbatov goes through, but flag is up for offside.
I'm not so sure he was. It took an awful long time to put the flag up.
I thought that went out of play actually from Rahim. Azharuddin Putra. To Zamani, the captain. Rahim across to Mazlizam. Well, it's a nice touch from Zakwan, but sadly it didn't go to a blue shirt. Nani. Now Anderson. Rooney dropping deep. Nani again, he's got over on the overlap, but he comes inside himself and finds Berbatov. A little bit of space. Back to Scholes with a chip. In goes Rooney. Goalkeeper comes out. Ooh,
Flag very late again.
got a bit of a thumping there, did Marius, from a combination of Nani and Rooney.
Yeah, but the flag went up very late again there, the chip from Paul Scholes. I don't think Wayne saw the goalkeeper. He's threw his boot at it, he's caught the goalkeeper.
Yeah, a bit of concern for Farazal Marius.
I just see Wayne throwing his boot. Wayne doesn't see the goalkeeper, does he?
Well, it's Nani's boot, I think, that
And Nani
makes
as well
contact with
catched
him
him.
on his chest. That did look a painful one, you have to say. Just receiving a bit of treatment, and also I think the players taking this opportunity to take on board some water. Hopefully he's going to be okay to continue. Boot right in the chest. Magic spray. I don't even know if magic spray is going to do the trick here, but have a look at this.
From Paul, but the flag had gone up anyway. I thought it was Rooney, but it's Nani that caught him.
Well, I think he's going to be okay. Farazal Marius. But just about every other player on the field taking advantage of this little break to get a drink.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. We're playing half an hour.
So is it okay to continue? He's made a few good saves. Not much he could do about the goal.
Not sure he would have wanted to come off anyway. Sure.
No. Big day for him. Big day for a lot of these players.
Amazed at the crowd that's in here. It's incredible, isn't it? Just incredible. It's a pity the camera couldn't scan the crowd. It's an incredible crowd.
Yeah, this stadium, National Stadium, Bukit Jalil Stadium, 3 tiers, and well, you're struggling to see too many empty seats, and it's getting on for 100,000 in here. Rooney, Nani. Anderson wins it back for United. Ferdinand, I think Ferdinand and Johnny Evans will have probably one of their quieter evenings. Anderson to Patrice Evra. Anderson again. Here's Ferdinand for United. 7 years Ferdinand's been a United player.
Amazing that. What was that,
7 years?
Going?
A little bit too much on that. It's going to drift out of play for the goal kick. Chelsea were out here last year when United, of course, were down in South Africa. And Chelsea won 2-0 when they played the Malaysian side a year ago, early in their pre-season. Bit of a high boot there.
Yeah, high boot. To be fair, Nani put his head down.
Free kick's given by our referee, who's from Malaysia, Mohammed Wahab. Ferdinand with time, really. Berbatov. Just played it slightly behind Patrice Evra. Anderson. Berbatov again, looking for Rooney. Well cut out by Zafwan.
Yeah, a bit adventurous, the pass.
Forward to Zakwan. Well, that's a really good turn from Zakwan. Indra Putra. Bit of space for him on the left. Gets it onto his right foot. Anderson, that's quite a high boot actually, but gets away with it.
Possibly a free kick, that.
Away by Van der Sar. Rooney. Berbatov. Back to Rooney. This is where it can be such a massive threat, Wayne Rooney.
He's going to have to do it himself. Oh,
lovely ball. Nani, 2-0.
What a great ball from Wayne Rooney.
Fabulous goal. Rooney scored the first, set up the second, and there's the Nani speciality celebration, and United lead 2-0.
Well, it's a great ball from Wayne Rooney. I thought he was going to come inside and hit this. But you know, Wayne always does the right thing. There's a great bit of skill. I thought he was coming in here, Stuart, to hit this, but he sees Nani make the run. Number 4, Putra, tries to play him offside, but he gets caught as well.
Well, Nani scored in Macau a couple of years ago, Guangzhou as well, and now he's got one here in Kuala Lumpur. But Wayne Rooney's quality shining out for everyone to see.
Terrific pass.
You just knew when he got the ball in that position that something was going to happen.
Likes playing there, Stuart.
Yep.
He likes playing there. I think he thinks he's a lot more involved when he plays up there.
Well, you just get the feeling he probably hates pre-season. He just wants to play games and,
yeah,
you know, he just loves the game. But I just wonder what United's approach is going to be for the rest of this match. If they really put the foot down, they could score an absolute bagful. Or will they concentrate on keeping the ball and knocking it about, a bit like a training session?
They want to score goals as well. I mean, there's no use passing the ball about. If you're passing it well, the intention is to put the ball in the back of the net with a final pass, just like Wayne Rooney did there a second ago. Great
Berbatov.
pass.
He's taken late there. That's a free kick in a dangerous position. You would say that's Ronaldo territory, but sadly we won't be saying that anymore.
No, he's just saying there, did somebody not give me a shout? He's fell up, he's behind. And that's why he's talked to. Well, he is foul. I'm not sure they got it anyway, but.
Yeah. No, he's taking a bit late there by Adil Zafwan.
Well, this fella might hit it, because this fella can hit them. Yeah, they finish up in the front row of the stands on the back of the net. It looks to me as if he might have a go from here. It's a horrible angle.
It is a difficult angle, but
oh no!
Danny squares it to Paul Scholes. He will hit it. Scholes straight at Barlius, who dealt with it easily enough. But I think everyone was predicting the Nani shot there. In fairness, Paddy would struggle to get it into the front row of the stand. Bear in mind, there's an athletics track behind there.
That's true.
That would be a long way wide, wouldn't it?
Done it before.
Maslezam. I think I've done okay actually, the Malaysia side, until you get to that crucial bit.
Well, there's that many United defenders back there, isn't there?
Good run. Ferdinand puts out his long right leg.
Yeah.
Scholes. Ferdinand. Gibson. I'm sure Gibson's preferred position is in that central midfield role, but he has been used a fair amount on the right-hand side.
Aye, such a good passer of the ball. You can play him anywhere, really.
Zakwan is away from Scholes. Perfect example there, just that final ball in the final third lacking. He's looked quite dangerous, actually, Zakwan, the lone front man. Anderson. Scholes.
Oh, it's a great ball.
Wonderful pass to Gibson, who's made good ground.
Oh, it's not a good one into Rooney.
Oh, Rooney was being well marked, in fairness.
Yeah, but usually does better than that. Well done, Gary.
Well, that was another opportunity for United. Great pass by Paul Scholes. It was such a good pass, he even got the spin on it correct.
Yeah.
You know, just bounced into it, right into the path of Gibson. Berbatov, lovely touch to Rooney. Rooney to Nani, plenty of space for him. Goalkeeper Malius does quite an effective job there, actually.
Yeah, got an important touch.
A little bit short for Scholes. Now here's Yaya, who's had a couple of efforts in this game. Yaya, he's got Zakwan to his right, Indra Putra to his left.
It's a little bit too long.
Same again from Yaya, wide of that near post, well wide. Not making Van der Sar make the save.
He's held on it too long. I mean, Zakwan had made the good run looking for the pass. It never went to him. Well, that's the difference, I suppose. But Premier League and other countries.
Good control from Nani. We may just feel this season he was playing very much in the shadow of Ronaldo, and maybe we'll get more opportunities.
Well, he's enjoying himself out there this evening.
As the throw, of course, later in the tour we'll get to see Antonio Valencia. That's on the Munich leg. Nemanja Vidic and Ji-sung Park, who is an idol in Seoul.
Is he coming to Seoul?
That's where he joins the tour. Ji-sung Park in Seoul.
God almighty there, isn't he?
Oh, he is, yeah. He is an idol in Seoul. So we'll see him later in the tour. Of course, later in this game we will see Michael Owen.
Where are you an idol?
At
home?
No. To be honest, I'll think about that and I'll let you know.
I'll ask your missus.
Yeah. You're a big name in Japan, I seem to remember, from the Club World Cup. Everyone seemed to know exactly who you were.
Because I was taller than
you are big in Japan, as they say. In goes Nani. A little bit short that from Evra, who stayed forward. Rahim. Safiq Rahim. Zakwan is calling for it through the middle. Can Kunalan get the cross in?
That's good play.
Opened up a little bit here. Fine effort, blocked corner kick.
Johnny Evans.
That was thunderous, wasn't it? Absolutely thunderous effort.
Good play.
Well blocked. Yaya again. I think that was on target though this time.
Yeah, it was a good effort.
Really got hold of it.
Yeah, we'll see it here again. It's good play. Well, he just drifts out and leaves himself a bit of space.
It's well blocked. Now, in the meantime, there's an injury here. Nani has got some sort of problem. He's lying down in the United half.
Well, I saw the linesman put his flag up, and I wonder what he's put his flag up for. I didn't realise Nani was down. And you know something, the sad thing about it, when it's a nothing challenge, that's sometimes...
I must admit, I didn't actually see what happened to him there. Again, whilst he's attended to, some of the players are going to take on a bit of water. Still waiting for this corner to be taken.
Well, let's hope he's all right, Nani.
Well, the stretcher's there. Well, he's not going to need the stretcher. That's good news. And look at the applause and the cheers he gets just for getting up.
He's enjoyed himself this first half. He won't want to go off.
No, he's had a lot of space and a lot of the ball on that left-hand side. In the meantime, Malaysia have a corner. United have brought everyone back. They tried to pull Scholes' corner on the edge of the area there, but yeah, couldn't do much with it.
Yeah, good challenge by Wayne Rooney.
United comfortable, leading 2-0. Rooney scored the first, made the second for Nani. Very decent workout. That's easy enough for Van der Sar. You could hear his shout. Van der Sar, who made his debut for United in the Asia Tour of 2005. O'Shea. Scholes. Evra. Berbatov. Nani. Not a good ball in. And goes Rohidan. And Mazalan clears. Yaya again.
Yeah, he's busy out there in the middle of the park, isn't he?
Yep. Indra Putra, good skill, they like that here. Raheem. And that's where, as we've said plenty of times, that's where it just goes wrong for them, that position, that exact position there around the edge of the area. O'Shea now.
It's a very quick first half, isn't it? There's only a couple of minutes to go.
I don't know what's happened to your stopwatch. I'll make it, we've got 9 minutes to go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, it didn't start at 5:30, did it?
Here's Nani. Just couldn't trick his way through. He comes back, wins it back.
The ball a little bit easier at times. Oh, there's a pinger again from Paul.
Scholes. Gibson. O'Shea. Gibson again. Well, Berbatov was calling for that, but it couldn't get it over Adel Zafwan. Now Raheem. Well won back. Nani. Rooney. He was looking menacing there again. Now Scholes. Berbatov. Berbatov went down, no free kick.
That's a free kick, that is a free kick.
Azharuddin Putra with a challenge. Referee saw it, waves Berbatov to get up. Anderson. Scholes. Nani in more space. Rooney waiting in the centre. Can he get the cross in?
Well, you don't mind them taking players on.
In comes the ball. Berbatov's at the far post. Berbatov's there. Drops behind for the corner kick.
Putra just getting in front of him, got a touch with his head.
Big man, Dimitar Berbatov, should be a threat in the air.
He is tall, isn't he?
14 goals he got in his first season. When we spoke to him on MUTV, he said he could do better than that, wants to do better than that, thinks he will do better than that.
Well, you don't realise how tall he is, Stuart, to stand alongside him.
Corner kick, Nani to take. John O'Shea's forward and Ferdinand's in there as well. There he is.
Oh, I thought he'd scored.
Well, that was a chance. That really was a chance to make it 3-0 before half-time.
I thought the minute he gets his head to that, Johnny scored, but no, past the post. Well, you think when he's that close and...
Free header, isn't it?
Oh, it's Berbatov. I thought he'd scored.
Free header. Might have done better. You do feel there are many more goals here for United if they want to take them. I'm sure one man on the bench, Michael Owen, would gratefully.
I wouldn't be surprised if go in the second half. I don't think the half of this team will.
No, I think you're exactly right. 45 minutes, I'm sure, is plenty actually in the great humidity here. Berbatov.
Oh, that's a great ball.
The outside of his boot to Rooney. So menacing in this position, Rooney. Can't find the right through ball though, and it's well cut out by Adel Zafwan. Time for the throw. Patrice Evra, who did score in the tour a couple of years ago in Seoul. Time for the throw again. Later on in this tour, United going to play Seoul in the World Cup Stadium. They're also going to Hangzhou in China. First visit there to play Greentown. As they're doing well by Zafwan. Ferdinand goals, but that's straight to Raheem. And a through ball from Zafwan to nobody.
Well, he was hoping Yaya would get in there, but Yaya hadn't made the run.
howls of frustration from the support here, who I'm sure wouldn't mind seeing a Malaysia goal. Bear in mind they are Malaysian, but they want United to win. There's no doubt about that. There goes Van der Sar. I wonder if Ben Foster might make an appearance in the second half. Because the end of Ben Foster's season last season was again affected by another injury he had, a thumb injury, but he's okay now. 3 United keepers, Van der Sar, Kusak and Foster, all out on this trip. I'm sure they all get some game time at some point. Ferdinand calmly across.
Yeah, just a little bit of carelessness then.
Last 5 minutes of the half, United comfortable. Rooney and Nani, the goal scorers. Again, good positioning. Zamani. Good skill. Offside against Yaya, who's had a good few opportunities in this game.
I tell you, something's a hell of a save from the goalkeeper all the same, isn't it? He doesn't realise the flag's going up, Edwin van der Sar.
We did look off from our position, but we are about 3
off,
miles
yes.
away from it. I think he is off.
But the goalie doesn't realise that. He still had to make the save.
Berbatov. He makes football look ridiculously easy.
Doesn't he? The skill factor.
Scholes, another player who makes the game look simple. Finds space, pass the ball, sounds easy. He's the master of it. Rooney. Berbatov's pulled away at the far post, but Azharuddin Putra could clear. Indra Putra now. Kind of dallied too long there, really.
Yeah.
Gibson, Scholes. Rooney on the shoulder of the last defender. It's out to Nani. Can he get a decent ball in? Over Rooney's
Too
head, and
close to the
Marius
goalie.
can collect it.
Really improving that, the final ball.
It's the key. Got into some great position. Scored a goal, of course, as well. Ever back to Van der Sar. Ferdinand to Gibson. You've seen a lot of the ball actually on this right side, the Irishman. Here's O'Shea, John O'Shea. 54 times he played for United last season. Only Vidic played more than that.
Yeah, Rodahanadan, just a little bit of a push, pull, and Darren Gibson.
As we enter the last couple of minutes of this first half, how would you sum up what you've seen from United so far?
I think it's a typical pre-season game. You make mistakes in pre-season games by maybe passing a little slack, but that can happen. You've got to get into the groove of the game. But they've done all right, United.
Good header by Zafwan there to deny Rooney. He fell a bit awkwardly, hurt himself, but he's okay to continue. Marley is the goalkeeper with the clearance. Didn't seem much of a foul saved by Ferdinand there on Yaya, but referee thought it was.
Just put his hands on him, they didn't jump real.
So a late opportunity here for this Malaysia side, which is essentially the Malaysia under-23
a lot
side.
longer out than the last time, and we thought he wouldn't shoot the last time. Surely he's not going to shoot from here.
Indra Putra, long way out. He is a long way out. Doesn't look as though he's shaping to shoot, but
He is.
well, he has. Dim, that's a back pass, isn't it? To Van der Sar. Got to be something special.
30 degrees, Stuart, I suppose when you're that far out, what's the point in crossing it? Because you're not going to be able to compete with the United defenders.
Well, I
They're all
guess.
too tall for them.
Yes, but you've got to do something pretty
Oh,
special
yes,
to
they've
beat
done
Van der Sar from there. Last minute of this first half. Raheem. Kunalan. A little bit short that. There's the throw. Certainly been a decent workout for this United 11. I don't think we're going to see a completely different 11 in the second half, but we will see certainly.
Well,
good
you'd like
few
Michael
subs.
Owen to come on, wouldn't you?
Well, I think we're almost certain to see Michael Owen. O'Shea just guides that back to Van der Sar and Gary Neville and Wes Brown, who of course he barely kicked a ball in the second half of last season. On the bench, sure they'd like to get some game time as well. Berbatov to Rooney. Spots Gibson. Gibson. Oh, a spectacular overhead kick from Nani. He just didn't get the ball, unfortunately.
Handball by Berbatov. Yeah, the crowd would have loved it if he's got his foot to that.
How close was he to getting his foot to it? Let's have a look.
It took the deflection, but yeah, he wasn't far away.
I think just there's going to be a couple of minutes of added time because there were a couple of injuries in that first half. United leading by 2-0 on this first game of the Asia Tour. It's a great effort and a great goal. And Malaysia are back in it. Edwin van der Sar caught off his line, and Yaya, who's had so many efforts in this first half, finally gets one right. Van der Sar was in no man's land, and Yaya gets Malaysia back into this game. 2-1 now to United.
The goal all comes from Patrice Evra misjudging the header. You watch Patrice Evra, he goes up and totally misses it. That's a good, he sees the goalie off his line, and why not? I think maybe Edwin expected Patrice Evra to header that. He didn't. He's been left scrambling. Well done.
Well, he got it exactly right, didn't he, Amri Yaya?
Yeah.
Terrific effort. The old man of the team at 28. And he's had a few efforts in that first half, some of them off target.
Yeah, but even all the United, well, the United fan, they're all cheering the goal as well. Very good. Very nice for them. Edwin won't be happy, you can bet your life on that.
He struck it really well. I mean,
great effort.
Really terrific effort. That has brought the crowd to life. That certainly wasn't in the script. Now they really have got their tails up, this Malaysia side. Anderson is in the way. Looking for Berbatov. Oh, brings it down brilliantly. Berbatov plays in Nani. Can he score again? Wide. Shanked it, I think.
Careless there. He should have had a look up. Berbatov is there on the edge of the box waiting for the pass by. He's not very happy with Nani Berbatov. They're happy.
Well, the manager, the head coach, I saw K. Rajagopal, will be absolutely delighted.
Well, the goal scored at the end there as well. He watched its flight into the net.
It was a terrific strike, it really was. I think Whistle's probably going to go after this goal kick. There it is, half-time. Well, good first half, United going 2 up. Rooney scoring first after 8 minutes after he was set up by Berbatov and Gibson. Then Nani was set up by Rooney after 27 minutes to make it 2-0. And then in first half stoppage time, Amri Yaya with a stunning effort, left foot dipping effort over Van der Sar. And it means at the interval here in Kuala Lumpur, it's United 2, Malaysia 1.
Thanks very much, Stuart. An interesting first half for United. Thought they'd had that clean sheet. Edwin will not be happy, but I tell you what a goal it was, that's for sure. Dennis Irwin is with me in the studio. We'll be back with first half analysis after this, but it's time for us to head to a break.
It's Rooney and Ronaldo.
Make the angle better, make the angle better.
Ronaldo going through on his own here. Ronaldo against Hanneman. Game over. Cristiano Ronaldo.
We asked you what you thought of MUTV's programmes, and we got a great response. We really appreciate your views, so keep them coming. Send us an email at any time to opinion@manunited.co.uk. That's opinion@manunited.co.uk.
United take on La Liga side Valencia in a pre-season friendly, and tickets are now on general sale. To book your seat at Old Trafford, simply log on to manunited.com/tickets. You can also call 0161 868 8000 and press option 1. For this game, all junior tickets are just £5.
It's 1995.
At last, it's game on.
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce, the captain.
Tells all.
Well, I've polished up the old camera again.
I can't believe this camera's come back again.
Oh, it's a grand deal. Here's Fat Al.
It's not funny. Some things, some better.
Get this on tape, right?
Way out in the sea.
And it's rock and roll time.
We're gonna do it again, United! This is the news bulletin.
The Captain's Log, Sunday at 9 on MUTV.
All right, give us that camera.
First time from Giggs, Scholes! Is it going to go in? It is! On his 500th game for Manchester United, Paul Scholes scores against Liverpool.
Welcome back to the Asia Tour Live, where United lead 2-1 at half-time. And Dennis, it's been quite an entertaining first half.
Well, I just was thinking it was a nice stroll from 2-0 up, missed a couple of chances, all looked too easy. And they go and score a great goal, which makes it more interesting. But of course, the thing for our players is to get the fitness out of it, to keep going. And yeah, it's been a good introduction, a nice easy introduction to the Far East Tour.
How do you think the fitness is looking? I mean, they've been pretty good so
far.
far.
The pace of the game's not great. You know, the tempo, what you see in the Premier League is nothing like that. But we've kept the ball well. Yeah, we've been a little bit sloppy sometimes, but you expect that in the first game, maybe in the second or third game. You know, all in all, I think we had a good start, good goal from Rooney, and then a good second one from Nani. Could have had a couple of others. Berbatov had a couple of chances. Scholes, he's had a couple of shots. And we weren't really troubled too much at the back. You know, they were shooting on sight. They usually get that up there where they get the ball and just want to score. But Yaka scored a great goal. That's made it a little bit more interesting for ourselves and for the fans, of course. But I just think we'll go on and win this game by about 5-1.
I suppose the important thing to remember when it's the first game of this pre-season tour is if any time at this point in this pre-season that heat and humidity are going to have an impact, and jet lag, obviously, we must remember that. It's going to be today, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, of course it is. It's the hardest, well, it should be the hardest game when you think of the fact that they flew out yesterday. As you say, jet lag, time difference, all that kind of things. First game where, you know, you're not really, well, you're nowhere near your sharpness. Yeah, you've done a bit of football work in pre-season and that, but you want to get games under your belt. So, yeah, you would expect a few mistakes, as we've seen in the first half, you know, a few sloppy passes and that. The goal we conceded, of course, is a mistake from Evra. But let's get all them out of the way. And we've passed the ball in parts well. We've created a couple of great chances and that, so I think the manager will be quite pleased.
OK, well, let's take a look at some of those chances. We'll start with the opening goal of the game, which fell to Wayne Rooney, and he did well with this.
Yeah, he did. It was a nice ball in from Darren Gibson, and the defender cleared it quite well initially, but he sends it back in. Decent save from the keeper, but Rooney's there as a predatory centre-forward, sniffs it out, and, you know, this is really, I think, about after 8 minutes of the game and that, so it's a great start for United out in the tour. Nice ball in from Gibson, just sends it back into Berbatov, sees him there. It's a decent strike. Keeper saves it well. It really is. I mean, we at times we have passed the ball. They've looked a little bit in awe of us, really, especially early on. But it's a good start. Great finish from Rooney.
OK, the second goal came from Nani, who we were talking about pre-match, saying it's a big season for him with the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, and he again did very well with this.
Yeah, this is all, for me, I mean, it's all about Rooney's vision. He could have very easily, as Paddy was talking in commentary, come in inside the defender and shot. But it's a great one from Nani. Don't know if he expects to pass. Great way to pass, and it's a fine finish. And at this stage, half an hour into the game, it was all too easy. They weren't creating too many problems for us. There's the Nani celebration, what we've come accustomed to see. And that's a fine goal, though. But as I said, half an hour into the game, we're 2-0 up, we're cruising. They're not creating an awful lot, not giving us a lot of problems and that. And at this stage, I was thinking we'd go on and win this 6 or 7.
I think they surprised us all with the third goal, didn't they? But
great goal,
if you're going to score a goal against United, you might as well make it a superb.
That's a great goal. I mean, they've had a few shots before this, which really haven't troubled Van der Sar. They do go for the glory. Evra just misjudges the height of the ball there. But it's a fantastic strike from Yeah, and it's, Van der Sar probably expected Evra to head it. But when you see it, it is a great goal.
Oh, superb.
There's about 30 yards out there. He's got the dip on it and everything, probably with his weaker foot as well.
I know it's only pre-season, but Edwin won't be happy, will he?
No, not at all. I mean, as defenders, you're never happy when you concede goals. Yes, it is pre-season, and you rather get them out of the way then. You will make mistakes. Defenders always make mistakes. But he'd be disappointed with that. It's just that Everett got caught under the flight of the ball, and it's, as I said, it's a fine finish from Yaya.
I was reading one of their players was saying, if we can score against United, we'll feel like we've won the game, so they'll be happy. So now we just want another 3 from United.
Well, I'm sure we'll get that. I mean, they'll be fitter than us, but I thought, you know, at stages there we kept the ball, and, you know, when you think of the chances we had as well, we could have very easily scored 4 or 5 in that first half.
Dimitar Berbatov was one of the players that did have a few chances. We'll have a look at them now. What have you made of his first half?
Well, it's some great touches. I mean, the the goal, the Nani goal, showed some signs. A shot here. This is in the first couple of minutes where the keeper's done well to save it, and that gets a bit of luck there. Comes off the defender and that. But again, as I said before, it's his first pre-season with the club. He'll be looking forward to that and getting to know what it's all about. But he's had a couple of great chances from Nani's corner. Obviously, we've got a big height difference. I mean, he's 5 yards out there, should really be hitting the target. Great ball in from Nani, bit of pace. I mean, he should be making the keeper save that, or one of the lads clearing off the line or something like that when you think he's only 5 yards out.
United aren't the tallest team in the Premier League, but when you look at the height difference today, it's quite comical at times, and that should be an advantage for United, shouldn't it?
Well, it is. You can see it in set pieces there, and he's had a further chance late on in the first half, where again he should have done better. But you're going to get that out there. But you know, United aren't really going out there thinking of set pieces. They're going out there to get the fitness, get the passing right, and really get them shapes, because the further the tour goes along, and by the time they reach Germany, you know, the games will become tougher, and that's what they want.
Another player who's looked good in that first half is Wayne Rooney. He always is a committed player, and he's been that today as well.
Well, you wouldn't expect anything different from him. You know, it's the way he plays, whether it be in a five-a-side or a pre-season friendly like this. Keeper actually does very well and makes a great save in the end. He's not the tallest of keepers, but his agility there to get back and tip that over. But good ball in from Nani, and yeah, Rooney hasn't caught that flush on, but you know, could have very easily been a goal.
For Paul Scholes, he's always another committed player, isn't he? Whether it's pre-season or Premier League, and he's very interesting. We'll take a look at him in a moment. But first of all, we must look at another chance for the opposition. They would not be happy with us if we didn't show their chances in the game.
No, I mean, they're very much this. I mean, when they get a chance, whether it be 10, 20, 30, 40 yards out, they'll take a chance. I mean, Edwin van der Sar there obviously read it. Who was a little bit of a threat. I mean, they have had plenty of situations from just outside the box where they've shot and not caused Van der Sar too much problems. There's one free kick from about 40 yards out which he saved comfortably, and there was another couple where they hit wide and that. But you know, they've scored out or nothing. They've had one or two shots from outside the box. They haven't really caused us that many problems, so it was a bit of a surprise when they scored. But yeah, Van der Sar's done well to get back and save that.
Paul Scholes openly admits he's not a huge fan of these trips to the Far East, and certainly a lot of places that United have gone to that involves a lot of travel, but he's done well and committed as always.
Yeah, as we saw a tackle, if you want to call that, in the first few minutes where it wasn't really, well, it was a Paul Scholes tackle, but I think Stuart said in commentary that, you know, he makes the game look so simple, him and Berbatov and that. And yeah, I mean, we've seen it through many of the seasons where he, you know, gets them on target. It's a little unfortunate. He strikes it really well. Keeper's got no chance of that, but unfortunately just goes the wrong side of the post. And here's a set piece, gets it on target, but unfortunately straight down the keeper's neck, and he saves it quite comfortably.
It'll be very interesting this season to see just how much we see of Paul Scholes and gigs, wouldn't it? Well,
I've been in that position where, you know, you get 34, 35 and you're hanging on and you want to play as many games as possible. You're used to playing, you don't like sitting on the bench, you don't like sitting in the stand. It's something that, because of today's game, you have to get accustomed to a little bit. It's not easy. I'm sure Paul Scholes would have liked to play more games last season. You just battle away and hope that, you know, you play as many games as possible. You need that experience in around the squad. Gary Neville as well, of course. On the flip side of the coin, you've got young lads trying to break into the team who are playing probably the same amount of games but would like to play more as well. So it's a good problem for the manager to have. You need that mix of experience and youth, and I think the manager's got that at the moment. But yeah, for the older players, like, they're just trying to hang on, because, you know, if they do go on and leave Manchester United and play somewhere else, and I'm sure one or two of them won't, it is a huge step down.
Well, this is certainly just one of many games that you can see on MUTV over the course of this pre-season. So plenty of live football coming up for you here on MUTV. You won't miss a kick right here on your channel. But after the break, the second half action is coming next.
Good ball in. Rooney! Goal! Wayne Rooney. He just loves playing Newcastle.
It's It's 1995.
At last, it's game on.
Steve Bruce
Steve Bruce, the captain.
tells all.
Well, I've polished up the old camera again.
I can't believe this camera's come back again.
Over to Grange Hill. Here's Fat Al.
Some funny, some big, some clever.
Get this on tight, right?
Way out in the sea.
And it's rock and roll time.
This is the news bulletin.
The Captain's Log, Sunday at 9 on MUTV.
All right, give us that camera.
We asked you what you thought of MUTV's programmes, and we got a great response. We really appreciate your views, so keep them coming. Send us an email at any time to opinion@manunited.co.uk. That's opinion@manunited.co.uk.
Giggs, United find a way through. Oh, Giggs stumbles, penalty's given. Here he comes, big moment. Ronaldo off, 2-1, happy Christmas.
Welcome back to Asia 2 Live. The team coming out for the second half, leading 2-1 at the moment. So time to hand you back to our commentary team with Stuart Gardner and Paddy Crerand.
Welcome back. Teams just on their way out from the half-time break. Now, one of the great delights of pre-season is you get tons and tons of substitutes in the second half of games. But it looks to me as though
well, that's 10
the two sides are going to be very similar. I think Ben Foster is going to be in goal, that's for sure. Anderson's just making his way out, the last one to come. Never in a hurry, Anderson. Here he comes.
No, Nani's the last one.
Oh, Nani is the last one as well, yeah. Nani behind him.
Same team for by the goalkeeper.
Yes,
now
but
the other team.
Paddy, I'm expecting you to tell me exactly the intricate changes that have taken place at half-time in this Malaysia 11.
To be fair, I think they've more or less got the same team out.
I think you're right. I mean, the main change here is Ben Foster, who is in for Edwin van der Sar.
I'm disappointed Owen's not come out. Do you know that?
Well, we'll see him. We'll see him. Remember, there's another game coming up on Monday as well, which no doubt he'll be in. But Ben Foster's got to sort of just come off and go back on again, if you know what I mean, to go through the formalities. We will see plenty more changes as the half goes on, no doubt about that. But Ben Foster, who many people think will be the United #1, whether it ends up being at some point this season or next season, but he's just signed a new 4-year contract, of course.
Well, the good news is, Stuart, they've not made any substitutions.
Yeah, that really is good news, isn't it? It's
People don't realise when 5 or 6 changes are made, you don't know the team and you're scrambling all over the place to find out who's what.
Well, we're ready for the second half to get underway, and here we go. United leading by 2-1. After that, I suppose we've got to call it a shot goal from Amri Yahya right at the end of the first half.
A terrific goal.
Oh, it was. It was a marvellous strike. So this is going to be a great workout for these United players then. I thought they were going to make plenty of changes at half-time, but just the one, Foster, in for Van der Sar. Indra Putra now. Raheem. Ball to Zakwan. Trying to force his way through. Can't get past Johnny Evans. And first touch for Ben Foster. That's got a hell of a kick on him.
That's a hell of a ball, that.
Rooney's after this, and it went all the way to Malius, who clears.
Goalie had to scramble off his goal line. He was half asleep there, I think. Never expecting to have a clearance like that.
That's one of his big attributes, I think, Ben Foster. He's got a heck of a kick on him, that left foot. Scholes for United. Evra, floodlights on now in the stadium. Scholes. Just giving that straight to Zakwan. Yahya's got Zakwan ahead of him. Plays it out to Kunalan. Kunalan, which way is he going to go? He plays it back towards the edge of the area. It's a sliced ball, really, from Raheem. He might have done a bit better there. And United can clear now. Nani's got a lot of space here to run into. He's got Berbatov and Rooney as well. He plays in Gibson. Gibson shoots. Oh, that's well blocked by Azharuddin Putra.
Good challenge by the defender.
Every time United have the ball, flash bulbs go off all around this massive arena. Scholes. Anderson almost fell for Rooney, but Zafwan cleared. To Zakwan. Raheem. Space for Kunalan on this right-hand side. That's not a good ball. He was a bit flat-footed there, Yaya, and Evans could clear. Rooney, it's a lovely pass to Berbatov. Berbatov to Rooney. Back to Berbatov, he can get there. Marius does well again.
Yeah, he did well, the goalie, using his feet. He had to. Nice little bit of interplay between Berbatov and Rooney.
Well, the goalkeeper flew into that challenge. He had to get the ball. And he did, and United have an early corner in this second half, which you wouldn't say Nani is rushing to take, but he is now just jogging a little bit. But this is going to test the early pre-season fitness of this United squad. Just look at those flashbulbs going off as Nani takes the corner towards O'Shea, who went up. And as far as Gibson, he likes this sort of position, but it just bounced over his head. Indra Putra just gives that straight to Patrice Evra.
Yeah, terrific
Marvellous ball. Out to Nani. Rooney on the overlap. Marius is there and collects.
Yeah, hits the defender.
Zakwan loses possession. Well, Malaysia have it back though.
Good challenge.
Zakwan. Spacer for him. Zakwan shoots, but it just mishit it really.
Yeah, why not?
He hurt himself while he shot there.
No, there was a challenge on him, what hurt him. Yeah, he just keeps going and going, and as the shot doesn't trouble the goalkeeper.
Foster to Ferdinand, who's captaining United in this game. K. Rajagopal, who just going to try to organise a few of his subs. He must be pretty happy with the efforts of his team. Rooney. Gibson's ball in. Headed away well by Zafwan. I think he's done actually quite well at the centre back. Zafwan and Zamani, quite a good partnership at the heart of that Malaysia defence. Hard work trying to keep out the likes of Rooney and Berbatov. Scholes. Evra. Nani. Anderson to Evra, back to Anderson again. Not the best ball really. It was towards Rooney, but easily cut out. Kunalan. Evra wins it back. Evans to Scholes. O'Shea. Berbatov made space well. Anderson. Tried to play Nani, but easily cut out by Mazal Azam. Evans back to Foster. Ferdinand. Here's Scholes looking for the ball to Rooney. Could be a great ball. Rooney brings it down. Wayne Rooney!
It's past the post. He does everything brilliantly. I mean, great ball from Scholes. Pulls it down great. Knocks it over the goalie. But unfortunately, the wrong side of the post.
Well, he thinks he should have done better, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not happy with himself.
It was a great through ball.
Oh, a great ball from Paul Scholes. If you control this, you've got a chance, and his control's great. Goalie off his line, thank you very much, but the wrong side of the post, unfortunately, went.
Tremendous skill from Rooney, who 20 goals he got last season. Oh, Foster's made a terrible mistake there. This could be 2-2, it is! What a shocking mistake by Ben Foster. And Yaya has got his second goal of the game. Malaysia's second goal of the game, but that was horrible from Foster, and Malaysia have come back from 2-0 down to 2-2.
Well, the crowd have gone potty in here, even all the ones in red. Yeah, it's a horrible mistake, but you expect that sometimes in pre-season. You don't want to be doing that in Premier League matches. It's not bad in games like this. You'll still not be happy about it, Ben, but these things happen. I mean, the ball back's easy. Yeah, he tries to control it, he miscontrols it, and that's the problem. He's in a great time of it, isn't he?
Amri Yahya, who scored a fantastic first goal, got a bit lucky with his second goal, but he still had to finish it, had to be alert. But that's something that Ben Foster will not want to focus on. And now we do have a game on, it's 2-2. United started the tour a couple of years ago with a 2-2 draw. That was against Urawa Red Diamonds in Japan. 2-2 here, though, after going 2-0 up. And when it was 2-0 up, you thought, well, it could be 6 again, like it was in 2001. But now United have got something to think about. That really has brought the crowd to life again. Nani in space. Good low ball in and just over the top for Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, just can't keep it down.
Good cross. Rooney got there.
Well, it's a great lift for the Malaysian side, scoring the equaliser. But at the same time, he's trying to keep this down when he can't. At the same time, it might just give United a little kick up the backside, thinking they were strolling, thinking the game was easy.
Well, when Nani made it 2-0 after 27 minutes, you can bet not too many people thought that 10 minutes into the second half it would be 2-2.
Without question.
Gibson. And suddenly, those Malaysia players won't be wanting to come off, will they? They'll be hoping it makes no substitutions. They'll be thinking, wow, this is great stuff. Here's Nani. Scholes. Oh, he's taken a bit late there by Rahim. But referee said play on. United looking to build again. Gibson's ball in. But Malaysia deal with it well. You just get the feeling the support of the crowd has begun to turn a bit now from United to Malaysia. I suppose you can do that if you are from Malaysia and you support United. You can support either team, can't you, in this situation? Oh, that's not a great ball by Paul Scholes. Don't see that very often. Out for the throw.
Well, it's still pre-season.
34 now, Paul Scholes. I'm sure he must be feeling the heat in these conditions and the humidity. You know, the sun has gone now. It's around 5 to 7 local time in the evening here now. Scholes. Oh dear, he has to make a mess of that. There's Shane Gibson.
That's why you have pre-season matches.
United with an early jolt in this second half. Scholes to Anderson. Nani's in a lot of space on the left, but players down. So sportingly, the ball's kicked out of play. A bit of a knock there for Zafwan. On comes the stretcher. He's lying very still, Adil Zafwan. Again, players come to the touchline. Drinks bottles are thrown out. Well, I'm not sure he's going to be able to continue. The centre-back, Raja Gopal, tries to get the instructions across, but he must be delighted. His side has fought back from 2 down.
I think he'll be as shocked as we are.
Well, that's a shame. Well, that's the end of Adil Zafwan, one of the twins in the tide. So ready to start again. Some of United's subs warming up as well.
Well, they've not made a substitution, have you, the Malaysian side?
I'm sure
Is he coming back on, the lad?
He'd do well to come back on after that. Foster, you must want the earth to swallow him up after that error.
Ah, because they say it's pre-season, you don't mind. Done it in a league match, different ball game.
Well, you consider this Malaysia side have never qualified for a World Cup. They've played in 1 Olympic Games. They've never gone beyond the first round of the Asian Cup. The national team really has struggled. And bear in mind, this is the under-23 side as well.
Mr. Safwan's back on.
Evra. It's a United throw. Now, Wes Brown's going to be introduced in a moment. Looks like Zoran Tosic as well is going to come on, just to freshen things up. And Michael Owen has taken his tracksuit off. So quite soon, we're going to see Michael Owen for United. I think we're going to see 4 subs overall. Indra Putra now, but that's given away. Ferdinand is there. And Rooney almost played in Berbatov. United are going to make a quadruple substitution. It's going to be Brown, it's going to be Owen, it's going to be Fabio and Zoran Tosic all coming on. Which means that the players will play for about an hour before changing. Now here's Nani. It was a good ball by Rooney. And again, it just breaks down.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have a shot there, Nani.
Indra Putra, well dealt with by Johnny Evans, to Evra. Nani, as the United subs still wait to come on. Gibson. Scholes. Berbatov. Scholes has gone for a turn there, a flying header from Safwan. And now there's a break on at the other end, but Johnny Evans watchfully cleared before Zakwan to go forward. Anderson now. Again, there's a player down, so he plays it out very sportingly, and that'll allow United to make some changes as well. Anderson looks to see who's going off and wonders if it might be him. Well, Evra's the first to go.
Rooney.
Fabio is going to come on. Wayne Rooney goes off, and Michael Owen is going to go on. Paul Scholes is replaced by Zoran Tosic. And Rio Ferdinand is going to be replaced by Wes Brown. There's the 4 changes. And I'd imagine that would allow Gibson to go into the centre of midfield. Michael Owen, first glimpse of him in a United shirt.
What's the bet and he scores?
Well, knowing him, he'll just score the winner, I thought. Wes Brown is on as well. Great to see Wes Brown back after his season was wrecked by injuries last year.
Yeah, he
and
was
Fabio, of course, his brother Rafael has got a slight injury, so he's not on the tour. So Fabio's on a left back. Great experience for him. There's going to be a couple of changes from the Indonesian side as well. And first one at fullback. Marugan is coming on for Maslizam. So that's going to be at right back. Marugan is on, who at 26 is one of the 4 older players in this squad, so the change comes at right back for Malaysia. I think we'll see a few more changes as well before the evening is out. Fabio's first touch, slotted in at left back. Here's Anderson. So Gibson is in the centre of midfield now. It's Berbatov and Owen up front. I'm sure after all the talk of pre-season, Michael Owen will be desperate just to play, really. Another change here. Rohadan is going off. And Bunyamin Umar coming on for Malaysia. He's only 20, great experience for him. So Rohidan is off, and Mohamed Bunyamin Umar is on. And this is the period in the game where it might get a bit disjointed because of the changes. Now Anderson. Fabio. No free kick. Anderson looks for the run of Michael Owen, who's so adept at playing on the shoulder of the last defender.
Yeah, he's very clever.
Now Anderson. Gibson. You've seen him shoot from... Oh, it's dived in a bit there on Indra Putra, but he comes away with the ball. Raheem. Oh, too far out for a shot, surely. They got hold of it, but he's going to get a second chance. Shoots with his right foot this time and scuffs it wide, but that was a little bit selfish, because tried with his left foot, that was blocked, then his right foot, that was wide, but it's an awful long way out.
Well, I'm not so sure his teammates will be happy with him.
It was the substitute Umar, his first, maybe got a bit excited, his first real touch. Now Tosic. Still got to keep that in. What's happened is that Nani switched over to the right-hand side, Tosic on the left. Berbatov and Owen through the middle. Michael Owen, you think this man is a goal machine, really, more than 200 goals at club level, former European Footballer of the Year. Nani has it. Tries the left foot, and great save. I think he got a touch on that, you know.
He did get a touch on it. Was that a cross-come shot? But the goalie got a good touch on it. He had to. It might have finished up the back of the net.
Did well. He really has done well, Marius. Blasted in by Nani. And it means that United then have the corner. Nani's going to take it after winning it. Fabio wants it taken short, but Nani decides against that. Keeper comes and gets a good solid punch on it. Fabio goes up. Nani's there as well. Now Gibson. Slide rule ball. Oh, Owen was nearly in there from Berbatov. Vermarugan. And that's blasted away by Zamani. Evans. Back to Foster. Will be desperate for United to get another goal. So that goal that Malaysia scored in this second half doesn't mean anything, but at the moment they're defending quite well.
Well, they've had a big lift with that equaliser, haven't they?
Berbatov. Michael Owen. First touch for Owen, really. Berbatov. Back to Michael Owen. Good defending. Good defending.
Yeah, good header.
You can see already the movement of Michael Owen is going to cause him a problem. Berbatov just couldn't do anything with that. Now Evans got to be careful here. Back to Foster. That's cool. Very cool. Wes Brown. I think Wes Brown only made 13 appearances last season. He made more than 50 the season before. He was missed.
Certainly was.
And of course he can play as he is now, centre back or right back. Fabio. Vermarugan goes in. Going to make another change in a minute. The 15, Gurazmi is going to come on for the Malaysia side. Oh, flag is up there. So, Zamani, the captain, goes off. Gurazmi is on. That's another change for Malaysia. Doesn't help the flow of the game when you have the number of changes that we've seen here. But good to see Michael Owen in the United shirt. And here comes Zamani, the captain, centre-back. So the two original centre-backs going off. But Zamani, I think he's done well, actually.
Yeah, they've done well as a team, haven't they?
I think they have, yeah. After a poor start,
they'll be in Wonderland 2 each.
Absolutely. Mohamed Bunyamin is on as well. Kunalan goes off. So they're going to take part in this last quarter of the game. 2-2. United were 2-0 up. Zoran Tosic, Serbian player, bags of pace.
Well, he got a little push there in the back from...
He seemed to.
Minyamin.
But referee was right there, decided not to give it. A lot of people, of course, have had their say about the Michael Owen deal since he shocked a lot of people by joining. What do you make of it overall? The
I think it's a great signing. I think he'll score a lot of goals for United, particularly with the players he's playing with and the service he'll get.
Here's Gibson for United. Berbatov. Strong in possession. Finds Zoran Tosic. Fine challenge by Rumigan.
Yeah, good challenge.
Fabio with the throw. Gibson again now. Brown. O'Shea. Nani. O'Shea. Final ball just didn't quite work there. Get a 2-2 draw here. You know, they have a national holiday in Malaysia.
Yeah.
I was talking to some local journalists yesterday, and they said, and one of them said to me, this could be double figures, and he meant it, which says a lot, really. When it was 2-0, we thought, well, could be right. So United staying on in Kuala Lumpur. Looks like they're going to play another game here on Monday. Then they go to Seoul for a game on Friday, and then China next Sunday, before going on to Munich in the Audi Cup, live and exclusive on MUTV. You will not want to miss those games. United starting off against Boca Juniors. Then they'll play the winner of the AC Milan Bayern Munich game, as long as they beat Boca Juniors, of course. If they don't, they'll play the loser of that game. It's a great two-day tournament. We've got it live for you on MUTV. Anderson. Berbatov was disappointed with that ball. Now here's O'Shea. Anderson. Owen waits for it. To Nani. Can he get the ball in? He can. It's a deep one. Tosic went up. Anderson was given a free kick the other way.
Yeah, fella just did his body in front of Anderson. They just continued playing.
Well, this massive crowd really enjoying United's fourth visit to Malaysia, 1981, 1995 and 2001. They've seen 4 goals, but I bet they didn't expect 2 of those goals to be scored by this Malaysia under-23 team.
Neither did we.
That's gone all the way through. Evans. Foster played to his left foot, of course. Just over Nani's head, couldn't bring it down. Out for the throw. Interesting place to come to, Kuala Lumpur. A lot of history and culture, but that intertwined with skyscrapers and massive office towers. United staying right in the centre of it. Gibson. Anderson. Driving run from Anderson, but he just took the ball too far there.
Yeah, just miscontrolled it.
You think it's a big season for this man, his 3rd season at United?
Yes. I love this season for any United player's a big season, no matter who you are.
Well, we want to see him score, don't we? No goals in 76 appearances so far at senior level. You see him in training and he
That's an
fires the ball in.
exception. That is an exception from the crowd for Ryan Giggs, who's just warming up at the back of the goal.
Yeah, they'd love to see Ryan Giggs. United on the attack. We're into the last 20 minutes. 2-2. United haven't scored in this second half. Gibson. A little back heel there, but to no man's land. Where's Brown? O'Shea. Gibson. Given away again, though. Well, he's tried one from the halfway line this time, which I'd be insulted if I was Ben Foster. That was a long way out. Shows that there is a bit of confidence in the ranks, though, isn't there? I mean,
yes, well, as I said earlier, the goal's a big lift to them, 2 each. You'll think it's Christmas.
It's the real business when it starts. United starting at home to Birmingham, then away to Burnley, away to Wigan, before they play Arsenal at Old Trafford in an early summit meeting of the top four. Anderson pings the ball out wide. It's Nani who stayed onside. Owen waits in the centre. Tosic at the far post. And he goes for goal. Pumped away. Owen! Michael Owen!
Oh, he's miskicked it, Michael.
First chance for United for Michael Owen. Didn't quite get hold of it properly. Gibson. He's tried one. Wide. Another change here for this Malaysian side. Mohamed Azmi Muslim is coming on for Azruddin Umar. So they're trying to get as many of their squad in on the act as possible.
Yeah, it's straight out the goalkeeper. He miskicks it, Michael. Yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves. His first game, desperate to score. Doesn't connect properly.
It's a chance. That was a chance for Michael Owen.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get another one in this game. As Marlius clears. Anderson almost released Owen again. He was took up a great position. Malaysia on the attack. Brown missed it. Good covering. Really good covering from O'Shea. Evans came across as well, because Indra Putra was in a great position on the left-hand side. If they could have found him there, he would have had a bit of space. And if that was 3-2 to Malaysia, then we'd have to start being worried. Anderson plays it over. Owen can only keep it in. Oh, he does really well to keep that in. Needs a bit of support here. O'Shea. Anderson has a go. Hits it badly. Kiko Makeda and Ryan Giggs are going to see a bit of action in this game as well in the last 15 minutes. So it looks like probably Makeda and Owen for a while. The difference in experience between those two, remarkable really. I'm sure Kiko Makeda can learn a bit from Michael Owen during his United career. Good through ball here, but cross comes Johnny Evans. It's dangerous, Zakwan.
Good bit of defending there.
It's dangerous going through the middle, Zakwan.
That's the reception for Ryan Giggs.
Giggs and Makeda coming on. Berbatov, one of the players to make way. Anderson, the other. So United's 6th change. Ryan Giggs, I mean, the focus on Ryan Giggs just when he was warming up, remarkable really. The PFA Player of the Year. The man who's won it 11 times. The Premier League, remarkable. Makeda, first touch for him, dropping deep. Finds Tosic. Fabio busting a gut to keep up with him, but Tosic comes inside. He's gone a long way. Makeda, Owens there as well. Ball is belted clear, and just to make it really confusing for us, Malaysia are going to bring on another 3 substitutes as well. So they all get their chance to say, I played against Manchester United. Evans. A little slip there from Tosic, but did well to keep possession. Still going here, Tosic, but couldn't find Michael Owen. Zoran Tosic, who joined last January from Partizan Belgrade. He's made a handful of substitute appearances for first team, but he'll want to play more football this season, Tosic. Giggs, back heel, crowd love that, to Fabio. And Makeda, strong running. Can he keep the ball in? Does he want a free kick there?
Play on.
Doesn't give it. I must say, that did look like a clear free kick. The referee, Mr. Wahab, getting a bit carried away there. I think that was a free kick. Well, inside the last 15 minutes, is it concerns you that United haven't scored in this second half, man?
Well, listen, they will. They will.
Well, good to see Makeda getting a taste of this Far East tour. The man who scored perhaps the most iconic goal of last season against Villa. Giggs, stationed in the centre of midfield. Kiko Makeda. Mr. Nani now. O'Shea's on the overlap. Makeda. Tosic. Blocked. United still have it. Gibson. Just to O'Shea. Back to Gibson. That's cleared well. It's Malaysia's side some 12 minutes away now from what would be a famous result for them.
Very famous result for them.
The 23s, young side. Makeda. Giggs. Owen. Giggs. Well, he was looking for Makeda, but it was blocked. Good defending. Real spring in the step of these Malaysia players now. Fabio gets the ball back from Makeda. Fabio tries the curler. Straight at Marius, who handled it well.
Straight out the goalkeeper. Done very well from the goalkeeper today.
Yeah, either him or Yaya are the men of the match, if you like, from a Malaysia perspective. There is Yaya, but won by Johnny Evans. It'll be good if United could just get the tour off to a winning start with a goal in these last 11 minutes or so. And the script would be written perfectly if Michael Owen could grab it. He's had one presentable chance, but couldn't take it. I wonder if he'll get another. Where's Brown? Got his foot on that, but it's going to go out of play. And here comes the last raft of substitutions. This really is a raft of substitutions. Talaha is coming on, and Yaya going off. I'm sure he'll be disappointed to go off. He'll think I could have got a hat-trick against United. Mayuddin is going off as well. Bakhtar coming on. Fathering Kadir on for Zakwan, who has been the lone front man and has looked quite dangerous without really testing the goalkeeper. Zafwan coming off as well, and Ahmad, number 24, on. So I'd make that 9 substitutions for Malaysia, which frankly is enough to give us a bit of a headache.
Yes.
For these last 10 minutes. So it's virtually a totally new Malaysia side. But the coach, Raja Gopal, was in fact in charge previously of the under-23 team. Now he's in charge of the Malaysia national team, so he knows all of these players from the past. And he must be absolutely delighted with how they've played in this game in front of such a vast crowd. Malaysia side on the break. United kind of trapped back quickly. Nani just held up that attack. Well, that's given straight to Makeda. Big, strong, strapping lad, the Italian. And you like the fact that he's got a bit of
he's
bite about him.
yeah, I like that.
Makeda again. Just played behind Makeda. United try and intricately work something late on here. Here's Brown. Johnny Evans. Giggs looking for Tosic. Away by Rahim. At the moment, You have to say they're holding out quite comfortably.
Yes,
Hasn't had many saves to make in the second half.
No, not in this half, no.
I mean, United, I think it's fair to say, had much the better of the first half, and it was a bit of a shock when Malaysia got that goal right in stoppage time. Here's Fabio. Tosic. Tosic keen to take players on. Just couldn't find the final ball to Kiko Makeda. And Malaysia bring it clear. Chance for Talaha, one of the substitutes. To Rahim. Looking for Gorazmi, but he struggled to keep that in.
He ain't going to catch that one.
Now Fabio. Ryan Giggs. An 18-year-old passes it to a 35-year-old. Fabio, who obviously hasn't made quite as big an impact as Rafael has for United, but he might do this season. They've got very high hopes for him. We've seen some great performances for reserves as well. Gibson, Owen. Makeda. Thought for a minute he was lining up a shot there from a long, long way out, but it's a throw. United looking for a late winner. Makeda couldn't bring that under control. Out for the throw. Getting pretty dark now here in Kuala Lumpur. Floodlights shining brightly for the closing minutes of this opening game of the Asia Tour. United have a corner. Plenty of options in the box. Makeda in there with his height, of course, as well. It's headed out and cleared. Dealt with well. Cross comes Wes Brown.
Clever header.
Does that well. Back to Fabio. Gibson. Owen again on the shoulder of the last defender, looking for the through ball. It's a terrific through ball as well. Out comes Marius. Owen. Michael Owen with a chance. His first United game, his first United goal. Michael Owen strikes, and that could be the winner. It's Malaysia 2, United 3.
That was bound to happen, wasn't it? I said earlier on, he'll score, Michael Owen, and he has. Give him half a chance, he'll put them away, Stuart. That's not a bad start for him.
Well, it was predictable, wasn't it? He came off the bench at 2-2.
Yeah.
He gets what could well be the winner.
Well, it's a ball from Darren Gibson. Terrific ball through. Goalie does exceptionally well to make a save again. So good in the box, Michael Owen, isn't he? Takes his time, knows exactly what he's doing. Knows exactly what he's doing. Done that a few times. Hopefully he'll do it a few more times.
Clinical from the England striker. Say Marius did well again there, because it was a great challenge on Ryan Giggs. He had to win the ball because they clattered Giggs. But Michael Owen with a clinical finish, the finish of a man who has got 40 international goals under his belt in 89 appearances.
Well, let's hope that's the first of many for United. I'm sure it will be the first of many.
Well, we spoke to him last night on MUTV, and he was itching to get going, to actually play a game and to score a goal on your debut, and what could be the winning goal. Oh, that would be terrific for him.
So you don't think he'll score again?
It's possible. But there's something nice about saying Michael Owen gets the winner in a 3-2 win.
Yeah, you're not have to mention Liverpool after it.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's the last time we're going to say Michael Owen gets the winner either.
Yeah.
And he must be feeling it a bit. He's been on for the whole game, obviously.
This is another substitution.
I mean, I really do say, before the game, we were down there just sitting on the manager's bench having a look around, and I was just really pouring with sweat, just sitting doing nothing. So playing football for 90 minutes.
You should be used to it then, shouldn't you?
We've got to have admiration really for especially the ones who played 90 minutes. Deary me. So Sabri Abu is coming on, and Rahim, who's done quite well in that midfield area, is coming off. So Sabri Mat Abu. is on. Just a 21-year-old. Raheem is taking his time coming off. He must be exhausted, absolutely exhausted. But one imagines that Malaysia, even when they play qualifiers, well, they don't play in front of a crowd of this magnitude, so great experience for them.
Of course it is, and the result's great for them as well, but it's only 3-2. Everybody expected a vast score, but they'll be proud of themselves.
Let's loop back in. I'm sure the most relieved man inside this stadium is Ben Foster. After his mistake, led in Malaysia to make it 2-2.
Oh, he's just overhit it.
That
Great
was
run again.
From Owen was made a terrific run through the middle there. He's got the knack of finding space.
Yeah, if the ball had been a good one, he was in again.
Last couple of minutes. Abu with a little touch there, but across comes Johnny Evans back to Ben Foster. There's no red shirt there. As we enter this last, 90 seconds or so, Paddy, how would you assess the workout?
Well, it's been a good workout. I mean, I think them getting a couple of goals as well has made United work that little bit harder.
Well, it just had to be, didn't it, Michael Owen? Coming off the bench and scoring for United. There's Tosic. Wins the free kick. Giggs, who helped set up that goal with that run from midfield. Giggs again, kept in by Tosic. Giggs has it back, powering run. Lovely ball to Makeda. They love that here. Any bit of trickery, they love it here.
Oh, they love it, yeah.
Last minute of this game. Of course, we'll bring you reaction from the United dressing room. Malaysia ending the game on the attack. Johnny Evans hasn't done too much wrong at the heart of the United defence today. Who has impressed you today?
I think it's difficult to create impressions in your first game, and you're trying to get fitness up to match fitness. That's the most important thing for the players out there today. Getting up to match fitness.
Talaha with an effort.
Oh, good effort as well.
Not bad effort at all.
Just couldn't keep it down.
Talaha, who scored against Zimbabwe in one of the build-up games last week. So we're into stoppage time now. Tosic. Just playing out the dying seconds of this game. One back by Gibson in that centre of midfield. Started off on the right, now in the centre. His preferred role, Michael Owen. Makeda's in the centre. He got support from Ryan Giggs. Giggs gets the cross in, but it's well dealt with. Muyamin, one of the substitutes, takes himself into a bit of a corner there.
Yeah, he's got a dead ball out of it.
So originally United due to finish this game, go straight to the airport and fly to Jakarta. That's not going to happen because of the tragedy there, the bomb attacks. United staying here in Kuala Lumpur for 2 or 3 more days, playing another game here before going off to Seoul to play FC Seoul, where they get a similarly ecstatic response, don't they, from the fans in Seoul, particularly Ji-Sung Park, who will join the tour there. Makeda chases after it. It's half away at least. Evans. think this Malaysia side have certainly not struggled in terms of effort.
No, they've impressed everybody. They've impressed the manager, certainly.
Effort and determination has been in abundance. Obviously, the little bit of quality in the final third is lacking, but they still scored twice, even though both were, I guess, individual errors, really. Fabio with a nice ball to Zoran Tosic, the 22-year-old from Serbia. Plays it behind Fabio. Thumps it clear up towards Makeda. Owen. Makeda. Gets it to Michael Owen. Sweeps it to John O'Shea. He's played, what, some 3 minutes of stoppage time now. O'Shea. Again, that just breaks down that move. Referee a little glance at the watch. Oh, offside. Flags up. John O'Shea thought he might have been in there.
Yeah, he was if he hadn't been offside.
Full time. United start the Asia Tour with a hard-fought 3-2 victory against Malaysia, and it's Michael Owen on his United debut who gets the winner 5 minutes from time with a clinical finish after the goalkeeper had played the ball to him after tackling Ryan Giggs. Owen, the hero for United. Great moment for him on his debut, scoring the winner. Earlier, Malaysia had come back from 2-0 down, Rooney and Nani giving United the lead, but Yaya scoring twice, the equaliser after a bad mistake from Ben Foster. But Owen gets the winner, and United get the win. It's finished here in Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia 2, Manchester United 3.
Thanks very much, Stuart. Yes, a win for United, the first game, and a win and the first goal for Michael Owen in a Manchester United shirt. We'll be taking your calls and emails and, of course, that post-match analysis in the studio. Dennis Irwin joins me for that. But for now, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with you very shortly.